up top. All right, I got beer, I got Bud Light, I got Keystone Light, I got water. What does anybody want? Anybody want beer? No?
Lenny, you want a beer?
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
Diane, you want a beer?
Sure. Thank you.
Cheers.
2 beers. All right, we got a choice here. We got Peroni.
This is what I like.
Yeah, that's what you like. I've got another Peroni.
This is what I like. I saw these in the movies. When our races would shoot down their races.
My store is a big beer. Budweiser, look at that.
Oh, this is just what?
You want a Peroni? Or Coors Light?
Look at this. Look at this.
Coors Light will be fine.
Look at this BMW motorcycle with the sidecar. This is a
This is World War II?
World War II or World War One?
Oh my gosh.
Does it have a what you call it on a date?
It doesn't have a date.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it just keeps going on and on and on. What does he do for a living?
Like I said, when he has the regular BMW cars, they call him up and he has a transport vehicle that takes him there.
Oh my gosh. I know, I was looking at that.
Are you a double-fisted drinker here? Or no, she's over there taking
Look at this with the sidecar.
I know. I saw.
So give us a little.
Gosh.
Well,
Do the
there's
pony shuffle.
a couple of things to think about.
Interesting though, right?
It just keeps going on.
The model BMWs right from the beginning, starting in 1923. That's when they first started
Every
making
single
BMWs. They
model.
first made motorcycles before they made cars.
Of a
They didn't make
BMW.
cars until 1928, and then they made their first car under a license from an English company, Austin. There was a little car called the Dixie that the Austin company from England made, and BMW bought the rights to it, and they made their first car.
Is that like Austin Healey?
The family, yes.
Okay.
Ultimately became Austin Healey. And then in 1931, they made a car of their own design called the Model 315. It was a very nice little sports car, really cute little car. And so the bikes from the beginning, from 1923 up until about 1970, which is after 1970 is relatively easy to find them. I have every model in my collection and multiples of some of the early ones. The bikes that are on the platform above your head are two interesting pieces. Those were from a man by the name of Hans-Peter Holterbosch. He was the Lowenbrown porter for this country. Very wealthy man. He had a home in Cove Neck up on the North Shore. And he bought the white bike in the back. That's the original unrestored Model R69S. He bought that brand new in 1965, and his wife hated motorcycles. So he hardly ever got it. He told me he only rode it 500 miles, and a friend of his rode it 1,300 miles. And when I bought it, it had 1,800 original miles on it.
Wow.
And what he told me, he had a big piece of property, he told me that when the new model came out, which is the one in front of it, he had to have it, but he knew his wife would be very much against it, so he ordered it in the same color, figuring, what the hell is she going to know? And he told me the story that he drove it on his property in Cove Neck with his daughter, 5-year-old daughter on the back. And his wife came out of the house screaming and yelling about, you know, I think it's much too dangerous, and now you got a daughter involved, and if you think I don't know that's a new motorcycle, you're very mistaken. And he had to make a deal with her. He could keep the bike, but he couldn't leave the property. And that bike has 49 original models.
Oh my gosh.
This one over here that looks like it's from the war, is that like World War II?
That was a R-75 military used in the north of Africa by Rommel's forces. You know, Rommel, he was a desert
Yes.
fox. That was
Which one was that?
that's
Right here.
The machine gun.
With the machine gun and the helmet.
So if we're ever invaded here in Huntington, Peter is ready.
That's not a helmet.
Oh, that's the tank?
No, it's a very clever air cleaner. They used it. They used it in let me get by here. They used it in the desert, and one of the problems, especially the American bikes were experiencing, is with the sand. They would dig the chains would dig them up in no time flat. So this was very well designed for the sand because it had a drive shaft completely,
It is. This
you
is
know,
awesome.
enclosed. And they, with the air cleaners, instead of having the air cleaners on the carburetors low down, what they did is they brought the air intake up through the center of the tank to a centrally mounted air cleaner. And it's a dry type air cleaner, which was a brand new technology at the time, you know. And you would shake this out, put this back on, close this, and you have an clean air filter. Very sophisticated motorcycles.